everyone, we are back with a Donkey Kong Country Tropical Freeze rating totally on my channel.
Boy, get out of my office!
No!
Sorry about that, folks. Yeah, as Amber said, we are ranking all 6 bosses from the Donkey Kong Country Tropical Freeze game. Yeah, as myself, I played the Wii U. I think Amber has, or hasn't. Herefore, I am joined by Amber. Go check them out. They make good content more than I do.
Hello everyone, I'm Ember Ray, and I also make Donkey Kong Country content on my channel. Be sure to check that out after you watch this whole video. Back to Wall Night!
Anyways, now that's out of the way, let's go rank some bosses! Starting off with number 6.
To be honest with you guys, Pompey isn't difficult at all. But to be fair, he isn't meant to be difficult. Pompey is giving you just a sliver of a taste of what these bosses in Tropical Freeze are going to be like. And to be honest here, Pompey does that job pretty well. Nothing more or less. He'll just slide at you the first few times you gotta jump on his back to send him off course and into the water. Then he'll throw some fishies at you and you also gotta dodge them or roll into them for a chance to get some hit points back if you lost them. But then, the bro decides to attempt to get good and starts barrel rolling before flipping back into his normal position where you can hit him again. Do this a few times and boom, he's out of the circus. Not gonna lie, sure, it could have been better, but I think Pompey did his job really well for his role in the game. He's a really good first boss, to be honest.
Number 5. Okay, these baboons are quite easy, but they are pretty challenging. Not. The Baboon brothers can be really difficult, but makes the game fun, especially when Phase 3 comes out with a twist, leaving one of the brothers to come back as spirits? Yeah, let me call Granny Kong with this one so it's a fair fight. These guys pack a punch. Not. But I'll give him an A for effort in making the boss's mechanics interesting. It felt like a walk in the park, beating him into a pulp. Swinging ain't gonna help you. Who's laughing now, baboons? Number 4.
I've never really liked pufferfish. They can be puffy and spiky and can kill you. I don't like it. So that brings us to Fugu, the boss of World 4. He's not very interesting other than he kind of reminds me of Anger from Inside Out, except way less cool and way more of a pissant. He either makes you fucking pissed or stupidly anxious. For me, it's more of the second one. Bro blows up like a balloon and he'll deflate and push the Kongs back a little bit, and then start rolling around and damaging the arena around the Kongs. You gotta knock this big lug back into the spiky shells below to deal damage, which isn't the easiest of tasks, but also the hardest. After a couple of hits, he decides to surprise you by getting even bigger. Wow, bro, you're pretty intimidating. Not really. He sucks in more water, and this time he's taking up even more of the space, leaving you with even less room to dodge his attacks. This boss is especially hard if you're playing as DK, because unlike Funky Kong in Funky Mode, DK lacks the snorkel that Funky Kong has, meaning he needs to get some oxygen every now and again. So yeah, be sure to watch that meter. Anyway, you bump into him a couple of times and then he's defeated. Overall, not too bad compared to the other 3 bosses on this list, but still semi-difficult nonetheless, especially for a first-timer.
At number 3 goes to... yes, my old nemesis, Scowl. And if you don't know who the heck I'm talking about, this big old owl. This brings me painful memories on the Wii U. When I first saw it, I was like, this is getting easy as Poppy, right? Right? It wasn't. So a few years passed, I was playing with my good friend Ember on the Switch. And we tried beating him together. And we had some fun and painful moments, but we managed to survive and kick the big bird out of the mountain. Yet this bird brain is difficult, especially when I was a lad. You had to dodge and throw, dodge and throw, and dodge and throw. Son of a mother! Yeah, this owl still haunts me till this very day after replaying it with Ember. Thanks, pal, for the assist. At number 2 goes to...
Bashmaster the Unbreakable. Okay, can we just talk about how absolutely rude this is on the Kong's part, even if this was an accident? Bro was just chilling on his iceberg, eating a popsicle when the Kongs dropped in and accidentally ruined his lunch break, which... whoops. Looks like a sorry ain't gonna be enough for ruining this guy's lunch, so we gotta fight him. Bashmaster is... oh boy! He isn't terribly hard to beat here, but he sure doesn't pull his punches. He starts off pretty simple. He swings his big hammer around, you jump on the non-spiky part once it gets stuck in the ground, jump onto his noodle, and in he goes into the drink. After that whole thing, he decides, alright, no more room for Mr. Nice Guy. So he starts hitting ice cubes with the Kongs, and you gotta pound the correct cube to get the watermelon bomb. After you get the bomb, you toss it at Bashmaster, and in the drink he goes again. After another hit, you gotta jump on the stacked cubes and over the Bashmaster and hit him while he's dizzy. But you're not out of the woods yet. No. That would be way too easy. You gotta dodge his icicle spikes, which he can ground pound into existence, and jump on him again. Now, here comes the hard part. When you got Bashmaster on the ropes, you gotta dodge these giant spiked ice missiles he decides to shoot at you. And you know it's just absolutely freaking mean when he jukes you and sends one in later than the others. That's just mean, dude. I know he ruined your popsicle break, but sheesh. You don't gotta do us dirty like that. Anyway, after you bomb him for the final time, it's over. Bashmaster is quite the challenge, but he's also fun to beat if you ask me. Purely because his attack patterns are a little bit random, unlike Scowl and Fugu and the ones beforehand. Bashmaster has quite a bit of a different approach.
Number 1. Of course, the hardest boss of the DKC Tropical Freeze goes to King Frederick himself. Sorry to all of you who thought Bashmaster the Unbreakable was going to be on top. And hell, me and Ember were struggling to hit him when he was sliding left and right. His mechanics can be unpredictable and really difficult to avoid based on my fight against him. To be honest, it's like entering your downfall on the frozen island you once grew up, taken over by a two-legged walrus. And his phases are hard to beat and figuring out all on your own, especially when they get harder. Best to watch out for the ice dragons that will be coming, especially when lava is involved. After a few hits and dodges, put up your fist, smack him a few, and uppercut him out of DK's island, leaving only his horn away from the ice storm, destroying with a blow of flowers. Therefore, the island is safe and restored. Again. Hi guys, Walnut here. I appreciate all who has made it this far into the video and celebrate the 11th anniversary of the Donkey Kong Country Tropical Freeze game from the Wii U, of course. A huge thanks on Amber Ray for helping me out with the script and the line improvs. Their link will be in the description below. Footage that you see will be credited to their respective owners. Like and subscribe, and remember to shield up!